relationship, I've had to clean up all of his messes. I'm supposed to hold him accountable. Well, he keeps not paying his rent, so because he's been behind on his half of the rent, I gotta find somewhere else to live.
Don't be shocked. You're shocked? You're shocked?
So I know Mama D is an OG in Atlanta and in these ATL streets. Girl, you mustn't do your research on who you talking to. If anybody pimping, it would be me.
So what's up? Nothing. Well, you acting like a bitch.
Ooh. Excuse me?
Yeah, you acting like a little bitch. So for her to go behind my back and violate my privacy, she violate the friendship. You bitch.
Hi, sis.
Girl, bye. Why would you need to hide that you're buying a house next to me if you claim that we're friends? Boom. Oh my God, this is when me ever leave your party. Me can't deal with the fear. I just need to stay far from her. I don't like this energy. It's giving obsession at this point.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be looking at Loveandhiphop Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 1 through 3. I decided to go ahead and just get these videos out. I've been watching the season so far. It's pretty good. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
Alright, so basically we all have the same cast from last season. There are a few new faces. We have Renee Rucci. I love Renee Rucci's music. We have Erica Banks, who is Megan Thee Stallion's son. And we have Amy Lalucci. Amy. She does music. Her mom basically manages all her sisters, and they call themselves like the Black Kardashians.
But dealing with my family, we are literally like the Black Kardashians. My mom manages me and all three of my sisters, but recently I have...
Cool, I'm not fine. That all three women are beautiful in their own right. But, you know, so basically, Episode 1 was basically starting out how Scrappy and Bambi were just throwing hands.
Oh my God.
Not physically, but like at the end they're not getting along. They're going through a divorce. And then, so they go to like a event party with like Chaotic, Rashida, Erica was there. Jessica White is also new as well. And we're gonna get into that a little bit more. But basically Scrappy and Erica Banks was over here like, you know, flirting, nothing too crazy. But then Rashida and Erica over here talking about like, oh, I can't believe she over here trying to flirt with him, da 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 da. Y'all gotta realize that at the end of the day, Erica don't owe Bambi not a goddamn thing. She don't know him. Yes, we all know that y'all are together, but they know that they're going through a public divorce. So my whole thing is, because like the next episode, Bambi over here came after Chaotic, and I'm like, Bambi, first of all, you shouldn't be studying nobody else, because nobody else owe you no type of like loyalty or anything. They don't have to. The only person that has to give you some type of respect within your relationship, in the parameters of relationship, is Scrappy. Nobody else has to do a damn thing. So for her to try to go off on Chaotic, I don't think that was even right or even warranted.
But that was like some bullshit for real. Like, this man got a whole family and everything, and like,
because it just came out of nowhere, and then she started crying. And it's just like, girl, what? But basically, you know, Erica Banks was just like, you know, just trying to vibe it out, but nothing too crazy. I feel like the new blood is very much carrying on the show and passing the torch, and I like that. So it's really good to see. So we basically see a lot about Spice. So we all know that Spice basically, I don't know if she was going to do cosmetic surgery or something to like fix something, but basically she went into surgery. She had a cyst, hemorrhoid that ruptured, a sepsis.
I died and I escaped death, and I was given another chance, and that's all that matters to me right now. The sepsis was attacking every organ in my body.
Basically leaked into her body. She basically claimed that, you know, she died on the operation table, came back to life. She felt this was a second chance. So, you know, hopefully she takes this opportunity to really, you know, get herself together and like rest, because she really does need it. But she did say that, you know, a lot of her friends didn't really come, like Shekinah, and she wanted Shekinah to be there, but, you know, she wasn't there. So she felt like something's fishy going on. We'll get to that. So there is some type of beef between I'm about to say light skin Keisha, child. There's some type of beef between Amy and Renee Rucci. Basically, Renee Rucci stole a song from Amy.
Let me tell you why Renee Rucci is a thief. I wrote a song called Walkthrough, and next thing you know, a fan sends me a screen recording of Renee Rucci performing.
Amy wrote the song, and then all of a sudden, a few months later, baby girl was over here rapping the song. She was just like, okay, that's my music. What are you doing? It doesn't have nothing to do with you. So that's going to be very much a budding beef. I don't know what's going to happen between Rennie Rucci and Erica, because basically they said that they had run-ins, and Rennie's like, Erica been throwing her shade, but it's nothing too like upfront. It's just like subtle. But I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with that, because baby girl threw a whole drink at Erica's face and made girl had foam everywhere. I said that literally was one of the best drink tosses I've ever seen. So I can't wait to see that. Because I got the fact that it's like you could tell producers or security, whatever, did not think nothing was going to go down, because baby girl said whoop, it said boom. I said damn. And the whole end of the episode 1 with Scrappy and Bambi, right?
In this relationship, I've had to clean up all of his messes. I'm supposed to hold him accountable, but he doesn't like that. He wants to do what he want to do, when he want to do.
Home, and they're trying to pack because they have to leave the house. They basically, Bambi's claiming that Scrappy did not have enough money, or did not have the money for his part, because they split the bills 50-50, which is fine. That whatever you want to do in your relationship. But he's not giving a part of the money, so they got to move.
And he keeps not paying his rent, so because he's been behind on his half of the rent, I gotta find somewhere else to live. I'm sorry.
My whole thing is Scrappy's on a tour, Scrappy's doing this, Scrappy's doing that, and my whole thing is like, I don't know what's going on, because she could easily say that it could be a lie. Who knows? But for you not to provide for your family is crazy to me. They're both hurt, and they both have a lot of stuff going on in their head. So I mean, I just feel like they probably just need their space. And if Scrappy was like, well, you know, she over here saying this, she want to divorce me, so she want to go through it, and she ain't gonna go through it. My whole thing is, if you loved her, you want to fight for her, then fight for the relationship. If not, then don't. My whole thing with Bambi, you cannot tell him that he can't talk to someone or do this and do that, because y'all are going through a divorce. If y'all gonna get back together, cool. But this is what happens when people want to play with the legal system and not actually use it how it's supposed to use. Don't file for a divorce to like punish someone and not go through with it. File for a divorce to get away from the person and try to, legally separate yourself. Do that. So, next episode we see like Safari comes in, and Safari and Erica are basically amicable. They're in a good spot right now. Everything is really good, thank God. Like I said before, Erica on Loveandhiphop New York, Erica was very much like boisterous, egotistical, conceited, but I still had like a soft spot in my heart for her. On Atlanta, I really can care less about Erica. I feel for her for the situation she's going through, just because of how Safari treated her, and basically treated her like a dog. She gave birth. He was over here in Jamaica partying, so now he sees like the error of his ways. But I mean, as long as they're good, it is what it is. Yandy's in the season for some odd reason, I don't know. And Jessica White.
But now that I'm single and just moved to Atlanta, it's time that I throw myself into my work. I'm moving full steam ahead with what I want to do.
So we're introduced to Jessica White. We all know who Jessica White is, who is a renowned supermodel, gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. Basically, she was the model that actually replaced Tyra Banks. Whoa. But the thing about Jessica White is we found out that she was over here dating Nick Cannon for 8 years. And, she was pregnant and everything. And unfortunately, she had a miscarriage. And we found out, she found out too, that he's over here have a harem of women getting them pregnant. And now he's on his 27th child. Allegedly. So she was just like, I've just been caught off guard. I feel lied to, this and the third. So, everything was broke up. And, it's one of those things where you date someone for 8 years, and let's say that he wasn't public with all these women or whatever he had going on. Cool. So for her to find that out after she gave had a miscarriage, it's like emotional. Like you feel like you've been lied to. Like that's a lot to really process. So she pinned a comment on Instagram, basically it was like Nick Cannon saying stuff about, I wish you the best. You taught me a lot. This and it was very much like, girl, you giving him too much. At the end of the day, he could have did what he did, but he still disrespected you. So just leave it at that. Say, I wish you well, goodbye. And sometimes you don't have to wish him well. Just goodbye. Third episode was more so about Carly, Red, and Spice. Shekinah basically come back in, and she goes over to Spice's new house, right? And Spice, when Shekinah walked through the door, Spice is just very much dry, like, hey, Shekinah, what's up?
This is beautiful. You have nice floors.
Thank you.
So what's up?
Nothing.
Well, you acting like a bitch.
And she kind of was like, girl, like, what? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What's going on? Like, I like your house. You gonna show me around? Spice like, no, show yourself around. I'm not gonna show you around.
It came and I wasn't even talking to Carly.
Well, that's the reason I wasn't there.
What do you mean?
That's the reason I got locked out of everything. Carly and Mita are best friends now.
Kind of like, you know, you want to come over here when I got things and when I'm healthy, when I'm walking, but when I was over here on my deathbed, you couldn't even fly out and come see me. Like, what is that about? So basically, she kind of was like, no, your friend, your assistant did not give me the address. I was asking, but she didn't do it. And she was like, okay, but why would she do that? She wouldn't just not, she gave it to everyone else. Why exclude just you? So come to find out that her assistant and Carly Red are really close. And she kind of was like, it's because of her. I don't like her. She don't like me. And that's basically what it is. So Spice is like, her spider senses are going off.
You know damn well I wasn't friends with Carly at the time. And she gave Carly information to come see me in the DR. So why would she keep information from Shekinah?
And she's like, okay, something's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on, but something's going on. I got my finger on it. So, you know, she kind of apologizes to Spice. They have a tearful hug.
Look up to you. I what you like. And I thank God that you are a friend of mine. So,
and it was what it was. So Spice then goes, like a few days later, Spice goes to basically, mind you, she's still healing. She still have an open wound. She goes to a dance practice to basically gauge and see where she's currently at. So she's trying to dance, she's trying to move, she's trying to do all that, and yeah, the girl's about to pop her stitch.
See? Oh, baby steps. I was trying to. I didn't know that it would take so much out of my body.
You and all these so-called mother friends.
And I'm like, girl, you need to sit down. Because she's like, oh my God, I'm like, ma'am, So Shekinah come in, and Shekinah was like, what are you doing? You about to put yourself back in the hospital? Da, 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 da. And Spice is like, no, you can't. How you going to sit up here and try to tell me what I need to do when I'm trying to make sure that in a couple of months when I'm going on tour, I'm going to be ready, this and the third, have a show coming up, blah, 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 ooh, ooh, ooh.
My problem is you got no business out here doing that shit.
And my problem is you ain't got no business out here telling me what the
Yes,
to do.
I do. I'm an artist. I get fama.
And Shekinah was like, okay, at the end of the day, but you're going to push yourself back into the hospital. Like, and it is true, because when you have like an open wound, or when people go get surgery, like your blood pressure cannot get too high, because you can form blood clots, you could have a stroke, you can go to cardiac arrest. There's so many things that could happen. So she really need to tread lightly and just heal. Obviously, we know she healed now. So congratulations to Spice. The part I want to talk about is the whole Carly Red and Spice meeting.
hi, sis.
Girl, bye. Bye. Get out. Get out.
Stop saying sis, Carly.
When I say, and I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but the way that Carly Red just looks so pathetic, and she just like, hey, Spice, girl, you are damn near in your 70s. So I'm just like, how are you going to sit up here and, like, Carly looks amazing, gorgeous.
I did the worst things ever the way she's acting right now. I am sorry.
You know, like, everything that she wanted from the first season of Love and Hip Hop to now, I feel like she had a total transformation, but she still seems like she caters to everyone else, and she always downs herself for everyone else.
You were in trouble. I would give you my left kidney. Anything for you.
Carly, stop.
Like, for her to beg for Spice's approval was crazy. At the end of the day, Spice ain't feeling her because she feel like Carly was lying.
A few months ago, we had the conversation when I found out that she was trying to buy the house next door to me. I was very clear to Carly that no, I don't want you living next door to me.
Well, obviously, we know she was. And she brought up the whole situation where, you know, Carly basically submitted her song that she did with Spice for a Grammy, and she did it behind Spice's back. To me, I feel like at the end of the day, she could have gave her, like, you know, hey, I did this, woo, 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 woo. Because Carly was like, I don't see why it would be a big deal. To me, be honest, I don't think it was a big deal, but I feel like what it is to give someone the respect to just say, hey, I submitted this since you're on this song with me. We know it wasn't going to win, obviously, but at the end of the day, like, it was what it was. But then she talks about how, you know, Carly was over here boasting and being very braggadocious about, oh, I spent $35,000 for Spice's party and I did this. She felt like it wasn't genuine. She felt like Carly's fake. And Carly's over here just boo-hooing, crying like, Spice, I love you, girl. You're my girl. You're my sis. And she just like, girl, I'm not having. The way that Spice dismissed Carly was, it made it seem like they were never friends, right? And, you know, Spice gets up from the conversation because she's just like, I ain't got time for you, Carly. I'm done. Like, it is what it is. I wish you well. Goodbye, girl.
Did anything to offend you? Oh my God, this is why never leave your party. We can't deal with it. I apologize.
Carly didn't get up and go chase her outside. Just, but Spice, I love you. I'm just like, girl, at some point, You are a grown woman and you over here look like a little child, and it's crazy. Like Carly Red, like I don't know what happened. I really don't. I feel like Carly knows that she is a sideline character. That's basically what it seemed like. And just to see her go from like this decline, I don't know what's going on. Like, even though Carly Red was always messy, irritating, at least the girl had the confidence, and it just seemed like this was like a wounded animal. It was not good. It made me feel bad for her.
It's giving obsession at this point.
I don't have nobody to talk to. You have my back.
I had your back on your I used to fight for you. Nobody.
This is not a good look. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.